Russia's government ordered all of its staff out of the city last night, with the U.S. and Western allies issuing the first set of sanctions targeting Russian banks. Ukraine's president is also calling upon military reservists to face the threat of a Russian offensive. Let's get more details now from Deborah Alfarone in Washington.
Ukraine announced a state of emergency and is mobilizing its National Guard in response to the threat from Russia.
Plan A is to utilize every tool of diplomacy to deter Russia and prevent further escalation. And if that fails, Plan B is to fight for every inch of our land and every city and every village.
The U.S. says Russia continues to send forces into rebel-held areas of eastern Ukraine, and satellite images show the Russian buildup along Ukraine's borders growing, including field hospitals being set up.
Russia's moved supplies of blood and medical equipment into position on their border. You don't need blood unless you plan on starting a war.
President Biden announced the first set of sanctions against Russia, targeting 2 large Russian banks with ties to the military and cutting the country off from Western financing.
These have been closely coordinated with our allies and partners and will continue to escalate sanctions if Russia escalates.
President Biden warned that the sanctions against Russia will have an impact on Americans, especially at the gas pump.
As we do this, I'm going to take robust action to make sure the pain of our sanctions is targeted at the Russian economy, not ours.
Fuel prices are already on the rise, reaching 7-year highs. Russia accounts for about 12% of the global supply of oil and 17% of natural gas supplies.
Deb Alfarone reporting there, and count on the combined resources of 12 News, CBS News, and the stations of Nexstar Media to track the Ukraine crisis and what it means for us and our neighbors here in New England. Continuing coverage is at WPRI.com under the News tab.